Hello, it's Friday, and I wanted to show you the results of making the itty bitty bowlers by around the bobbin. This is the pattern. I would highly recommend this pattern. It is so detailed with instructions. Very, very easy to read. It even gives you things like telling you to where to position things, like the handle, sticking it up inside to get, or clipping it to get out of the way. Pin handles down to keep them out of the way. It has that in the instructions. And where, you know, like opening the zipper at certain steps to make it easier to sew. Like important, unzip zipper all the way. Stitch interior bottom before the exterior bottom. Things that are so important to make this easier to sew. Now, so if you are interested in this pattern, I didn't even need, I don't know if there's a tutorial, but if there was, I didn't even need it because the instructions were so awesome. And the diagrams of the different steps are so awesome. They're just, you can see what it should look like at each step. So it was just awesome. There are templates. I made this, there's two sizes for the itty bitty bowler bags, two sizes. It's fat quarter friendly. One size is 4 by 4.5 by 2, and that's the one that I made. And then there's a slightly larger one that's 4.5 by 6.5 by 2. I made the smaller one. And because there's templates, I didn't want to lose those templates and the loose sheet that has, you know, I made a copy of this, and I, just in case, as I'm cutting this over time, the shape changes because I shaved off some of the paper or something. I kept this so that I can make sure I'm cutting to the right size with the template. But then it's like, so how do you ensure that you're not losing your templates? So what I do is I have these clear adhesive index card pockets that I got on Amazon. And they are 3x5s. They look like this. You peel them off of this paper. They have an opening in the top. Peel it off the paper and stick it on whatever you want. And it makes a nice, really nice, clear pocket. So I put it on the back of this so you can read everything through it. It does not hinder anything. But I can put these templates in here, and I had accidentally made some cut out double interfacing. So I'm going to be making some more at some point this summer. So I just stuck them in here to use for the next ones that I make. But yeah, this I've been using this for putting templates, paper templates for patterns in with the regular pattern, and it's wonderful. Now on to showing you the final product. I made, these are for my grandkids, and their school colors are white and green. So this is the outside of the bags. So you can see It called for 10-inch zippers. I think it's actually like maybe a 9-inch that you end up being. Let me see. The zipper strips are actually 8 3/4 inch. So that way, that allows you to, when you're doing these zipper strips, you can actually have the zipper pull out, so it doesn't mess with your sewing. You don't have to get around that then. And then you cut off once you get this top part made, you cut off the ends, the extra ends of the zippers when you've got the top part made. And it has a zipper, it has a little zipper tab here. And I added this so if they want to hook it to their backpack, they can do that. Hook it onto their bag or however they want to use that. So each one has one of those. I used a colored zipper to kind of spread the color out. And it's fully lined. There are no raw seams anywhere. So this is where everything's joined. Fully lined. And then you're turning it through here. And I did machine sewing on the second one. The first one I did actually hand sewing. But see, that's inside. You do some edge stitching. And here's the other one. I would if you want it to look nice, I would say this is with the hand stitching. It does look, I think, much better with the hand stitching than with the machine stitching on the bottom. Although, you know, you're not going to see it because you're going to have stuff in there. But here's the inside parts so you can see how that all looks. One thing that I forgot, and what is in, so this is the inside. There was supposed to be interfacing in this zipper tab part, the zipper tape part here. I forgot. You're supposed to apply all the interfacing and fusible fleece before you start sewing. I thought it was, I forgot, and I started sewing, and then realized that I had these already sewn. I was like, what was the step for the zipper, for putting the interfacing in the zipper tape? And I went back and looked, and it said, apply all of them first before sewing. So I have these pieces still extra because the interfacing for these pieces, because I didn't add them. But you know what? I don't think it detracts from it at all. And I used scrap foam and scrap fleece that I had from other projects. So they're different, actually. There's different. One's like a foam. I think this one is the foam, and this one's a fleece. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. Foam, fleece, fleece, foam. But anyway, these are going to be gifted. So I wanted to share them with you because I know quite a few of you wanted to, were very interested in seeing this pattern made up. And I'm highly recommending this. This was a very, very well written pattern by Around the Bobbin. Itty Bitty Bowlers by Around the Bobbin. And very, very good pattern. I also, so I've been spending most of my time getting those made, but I also did get the binding done on my Amazing Poppies #1. I'm calling this #1 because I have 2 Amazing Poppy panels that I made tops out of. And this was Amazing Poppies #1. And it is complete. There it is. The binding is on. I like that I used a gray binding. I think it goes very well. This is from my stash. It goes very well with this. So this is like a mix of winter and summer together. So kind of confusing. But I like it. So I wanted to share that with you today so I can finish up packaging up and wrapping those itty bitty bowlers for gifts. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday, and I will see you shortly because I have another announcement that's not quilt related that I'm going to be doing another video that's just going to be that. So stay tuned for that. All right. Bye.